Good day, everyone. Father Jim here. Hope you're doing well on this Monday. Yeah, the sun is shining pretty bright behind me there. Today is Monday. Yes, it's the 17th day of June, brand new week. So today I'm going to be reading from both of our readings from our liturgy. So our first reading comes from the first book of Kings, chapter 21, verses 1 through 16. Naboth, a Jezreelite, had a vineyard in Jezreel next to the palace of Ahab, king of Samaria. Ahab said to Naboth, "Give me your vineyard to be my vegetable garden, since it is close by next to my house. I will give you a better vineyard in exchange, or if you prefer, I will give you its value in money." Naboth answered him, "The Lord forbid that I should give you my ancestral heritage." Ahab went home disturbed and angry at the answer Naboth the Jezreelite had made to him. "I will not give you my ancestral heritage." Lying down in his bed, he turned away from food and would not eat. When his wife Jezebel came to him and said to him, "Why are you so angry that you will not eat?" He answered her, "Because I spoke to Naboth the Jezreelite and said to him, sell me your vineyard, or if you prefer, I'll give you a vineyard in exchange." But he refused to let me have his vineyard. His wife Jezebel said to him, "A fine ruler of Israel you are indeed. Get up, eat and be cheerful. I will obtain the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite for you." So she wrote letters in Ahab's name, and having sealed them with his seal, sent them to the elders and to the nobles who lived in the same city with Naboth. This is what she wrote in the letters: "Proclaim a fast and set Naboth at the head of the people. Next, get two scoundrels to face him and accuse him of having cursed God and king. Then take him out and stone him to death." His fellow citizens, the elders and nobles who dwelt in his city, did as Jezebel had ordered them in writing, through the letters she had sent them. They proclaimed a fast and placed Naboth at the head of the people. Two scoundrels came in and confronted him with the accusation, "Naboth has cursed God and king." And they led him out of the city and stoned him to death. Then they sent the information to Jezebel that Naboth had been stoned to death. When Jezebel learned that Naboth had been stoned to death, she said to Ahab, "Go on, take possession of the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite that he refused to sell you, because Naboth is not alive but dead." On hearing that Naboth was dead, Ahab started off on his way down to the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite to take possession of it. Our gospel today is from Matthew chapter 5, verses 38 to 42. Jesus said to his disciples, "You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, offer no resistance to one who is evil. When someone strikes you on your right cheek, turn the other one to him as well. If anyone wants to go to law with you over your tunic, hand him your cloak as well. Should anyone press you into service for 1 mile, go with him for 2 miles. Give to the one who asks of you, and do not turn your back on the one who wants to borrow." Well, the people we encounter in today's readings present us with a very human struggle, how to best relate to those around us, especially when there are imbalances of power, wealth, and status. Going back to our first reading, it recounts the story of King Ahab, his wife Jezebel, and one of their subjects, Naboth. Naboth owns a vineyard near the king's palace, and Ahab wants it. Naboth will not sell the land, however, and Ahab is petulant in his response. He goes home and takes to his bed. His despair turns to action, however, as he and Jezebel have Naboth killed and he takes over the land. In our gospel passage today, it's continuing the Sermon on the Mount, and it's also examining relationships and interactions between people. Here, Jesus explains what we ought to do. If anyone wants to go to law with you over your tunic, rather than encouraging us to maintain our possessions, Jesus espouses an attitude of detachment. Detachment recognizes the value of what we possess, but it also puts the dignity of our sisters and brothers first ahead of our own needs. It is this attitude that prevents us from turning our backs on the needs of others. As God's chosen people, we must always be mindful that we are on a journey to God and the fullness of life in heaven. It is by what we, the faithful, have done for those less fortunate that Jesus will recognize us as his chosen ones. We must refrain from being focused on earthly things and the accumulation of these things, for they pale in comparison to what awaits us in heaven. We cannot be so attached to what we have that we cannot help lift up the lives of others. Everything that we have, of course, comes from the Lord. We give thanks for it. We give thanks for the opportunity to care for our sisters and brothers. And most of all, we give thanks every time we come to church to celebrate the Eucharist, receiving Jesus, experiencing a glimpse of the fullness of life that he is preparing for us in his kingdom of heaven. Well, I hope your Monday's going well as we begin this new week together. Bright sunlight. Hopefully it's sunny where you're at, this beautiful weather that we've been having. So let's continue to enjoy this life. May we continue to serve God by serving others. Take care and have a great day, everyone. God bless you.